Kia ora, New Zealand. Welcome to Sweet Chain Live. My name's Matt Drake. This is episode 235, and I'm joined this evening by my co-host, Morgan Hartwell. Good evening, Morgan.
Hello, Matt. How you doing, my brother?
Yeah, I'm all right. It's getting a bit warm.
Actually. It is. You know what? That's a good reason to celebrate. Cheers to that. It's getting warm.
Cheers. Indeed, it's getting incredibly hot here. Well, not I'm exaggerating. It's very warm in the room that I'm in now, which gets a little bit of evening sun, and so does tend to climb a few degrees.
Yeah.
In the spring summer.
It's been all over the place down here. It's been hot and then super wet, windy. I spent half the night, I think on Monday or Tuesday, just laying awake going, are my louvers and my roof about to disappear? And it's also making an absolute prick of gardening right now because everything's just sprouting up all over the place. But
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's wild.
I've had to mow my lawn like twice in a week just because it's ridiculous. And the green bin only gets taken once a month, and so it's like, ugh.
Yeah. But that means the more the warm weather is coming, the more permanent warm weather is coming. Summer is inbound. Very exciting times.
Summer is orders of magnitude better than winter. Like,
here's to that.
And so for anyone, I would go as far to say that if I was to quantify it, and I've asked the digital development team about this, to put a number on how much better summer is than winter, and it's in the region of sort of 10 to 15 times.
I
think.
Man.
Do you not?
Oh, I love summer. I've always been a winter baby. Like, I love it. I live in the mountains. I love skiing and that. I haven't been up much in the last couple of years. But, I do love winter just as much. I like being able to put more clothes on and be comfortable than get to a point where you're like, well, if I take anything else off, someone's going to call someone.
No, I completely disagree. Not with the bit about taking your clothes on. That's up to you. But like chat, help me out here, right? What I want to know is from chat. We should just put a number into chat. How much better? How many more times better is summer than winter? If you disagree and think winter's better and you're some psycho, then put in like a negative percentage or whatever. But I would be going like 1,000%. It's so much better. Hang on a minute.
Fair enough.
Look, okay. So, look, we've got a bit of a show today. We've got to go over. The hot scores machine is broken today. So, unfortunately, there aren't any hot scores. Apologies to anybody who shot a PB this week and was hoping to get their name read out. You'll have to do it again next week. So, yeah. Good luck with that. We're going to go through the results of the GCO, which occurred last weekend, and some massive results there. We've got a little bit of news, and then some games, and some other bits and pieces that we need to talk to you about. Upcoming events, how you can get involved, and all that kind of stuff. What have we got? So it appears that Steve Lawson, I've always known he's an intelligent man. Into port 100%. Yeah, good. So twice as good. Matt Rance minus 50%. Really?
Oh, Matt Rance from the deep south at the minus 50. Loves the winter, loves the rain, just loves to be a man, right? Enjoy winter. Be a man.
So no. Scott Brooker minus 25%. It's just incorrect. I mean, you're entitled to an opinion, obviously, but I mean, those numbers are outside the kind of scale of correctness.
You've
filthy got free with a correct answer as well. Right. Let's get on with it. Let's have a look at the GCO, which happened last weekend. This was a huge event. 184 players. And some of the best players in the country were playing this one. And it kind of went according to form, Morgan. At least at the top. We spoke to Levi last week, and obviously he would have been pleased with his win by 8 strokes over Jasper van der Meer. Never really looked in danger
No,
I don't know if anyone who
no, he
was there
didn't.
can kind of attest to how it went, but by following the scores, it didn't really look as if he was
Yeah.
ever under any
I mean,
any
when I
stress of
looked
losing.
at
I
it,
mean, that might be different,
when I looked
obviously,
at it
but
during the very first round, Andrew Popham was sitting there second place, maybe 3 or 4 strokes back. I'd have
yeah,
to look at all the
struggled in the
whole
final
scores,
round.
but everyone else was way behind. Yeah, and I mean, Levi just kept
Hmm.
his foot down at a steady rate and just
Yeah,
slowly, incrementally taking away anybody else's chance of even coming
that's right.
close.
That's it. And then Jasper van der Meer, which is great to see him sort of
Mm-hmm.
back and not back in a way, because we haven't seen him compete for a while, but he did play at Moonbase recently and obviously won that. And then,
Yeah.
but prior to that, it was Charteris Bay and then Nationals earlier on. Was he injured? Did I read that he was injured or just had some time off, or
Couldn't
maybe
couldn't
he was
couldn't
just
tell you.
away? I don't know. Anyway, but anyway, good return for him to finish in second, and then the Hunter brothers tied in third place at 7 under par, which is a good performance from them, particularly from Jamie, who has been struggling of late, and good return to form for him. Also some commendable results. Good to see Sam Lycan in sixth, Morgan. That's a good
Yep.
result for him. Phil Botter in ninth is also a very good result for him. And so yeah, it was a pretty strong field in down in Christchurch.
Yeah, the strength went quite a ways down into the pack there for those guys that were vying for a spot on the podium at the very least. And as you say, sort of mentioned Sammy Lycan last week as an outside chance at getting up to that sort of podium position. And I mean, he didn't
Mhm.
quite get there, but definitely played really well. As you say, Phil Bowden and then Jack Maffey there as well at 2 over. We'll check in on Jack shortly, Matt, because he's over there in Aussie along with Sergey and Mikey Yu working it out
That's right.
over at the Aussie Disc Golf Champs right now.
That's it. That's it. We shall be. We'll have a look at the how that's going in a second.
Yep.
Into FPO, Alison Tweedy takes out the win by some distance, 13 strokes, and again, never really looked in danger. Michelle Simpson came closest into second place. Haley Flintoff in third. Key piece of information here that's
Very key.
noteworthy is that she took cash for the first time, pushing her into the professional status, and it means that now she's a pro, and so yeah,
Welcome to the
I
Pro
mean
Divisions, Alison
that's
Tweedy, and
indeed
look out the rest of FPO worldwide.
indeed she's already made more money than a lot of people have in the pro leagues, and she's what 15, so like yeah, long
Yep.
way to go for Alison, I think,
Yep.
in her career.
I'll just shout
And
out. I'll just shout out Ben Quinn as well because he just went pro one tournament ago as well. So it's good to see the likes of Alison, Ben, and any others that have done it recently taking the step.
into MP40, Simon Feasy takes out the win here.
Bang.
Again, after the first round, it didn't look. I think he was fourth after the first round,
Hmm?
but persevered and
Yep,
had a good
fourth.
second and third, and came in clutch by a single stroke over Mikey Yu in the end. And so well done him. Jason Ormandy in third. Down to MA1, Dwan Fisher wins by 5 strokes. Dwan's been pretty hot recently. And yeah, so takes out the win here. Aidan Wills in second, Bailey Gardner in third. Good result for him. Into FA1, Sarah Wadsworth takes out the win here with a very consistent 898, 892, and 901 rated rounds. Takes out the win and also makes an appearance on our power rankings for the first time ever. So
Let's go.
we'll be having a look at the power rankings a little bit later on to see where she slotted in. In MA40, in a pretty strong field as well, Stu Gilchrist takes out the win by a single stroke over Steve Lawson. And then a single stroke back is Lance Essen there as well. When I looked at this division, it all seemed to change. And for it looked like Stu had a pretty strong lead going into round 3, but got caught up a little bit by the chasing pack and managed to just hold on by a single stroke in the end. Kath Headley dominating in FA 40, 22 strokes clear of Jessica Vodiarts and Marie Cummings, who both tied on for second place, plus 21. Hayden Shaw wins comfortably by 7 strokes over Gregor Brosnan and Mike Simpson in MA 50.
Good call on that one last week, Matty.
Yeah, I mean, Hayden, since he stepped up to MA 50, which I think was either this year or last, has kind of dominated that division, at least in the North Island. And so, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he goes in TDU next year. Debbie Mills wins FA 50. Andy Brewster takes out MA 60 quite comfortably. Julie Newell is the winner of FA 60, and Donald Booth wins by 3 strokes in MA 70. Toby Sutherland. Now he's a name that will that is noteworthy, not least because he took out the win at Wahitapu a couple of weeks ago. You'll recall.
Yep.
3rd place at Moonbase in MA2 as well, and also Steve Lawson's best mate, and if that will become far clearer to anybody watching when we have a look at the Sweet Chain tipping results, which will come later on. Khalil Shearer into 2nd place. There he had a 2nd place at Moonbase a couple of weeks back as well, off the back of that. Matthew Stowell in 3rd. Kate Pickerley wins by a single stroke over Christina Orr. Battles all over the place at GCO. And in MA3, Matthew Van Nort wins by 2 strokes over Brandon Thompson. Jade Scott in 3rd. FA3 is Caitlin Bergavot, wins by 6 strokes over Alexandra Luafutu. And in MA4, Anthony Gray takes out the win by 7 strokes over Jonathan Malcolm. Rob Maxwell in 3rd. Cole Rasmussen wins by 3 strokes over Connor Rance in MJ18. Sebastian Stryden by 4 strokes over James Park in MJ15. And Hayley Rance takes out the win in FJ15.
And that's a big wrap up there, Matt. Gosh, that's so many people in so many divisions. You've done a great job right there, my friend.
Congratulations to everybody who took out the first major of the year in terms of the sort of NZDG calendar year. This is the first major. So well done to all of our major winners, both new and old. I think I read somewhere that it was 18 new major winners. Is that right?
Ooh.
That doesn't seem right, because I'm sure Simon Feezy's won a major before, and Levi Stout's definitely won a major before. So
and Stu as
Stu
well. Maybe.
Stu, yeah. Okay, so it might not be new, but anyway, they're all there. Having a look at the chat, yeah, MA2 895 rating. Wow, yeah. Look, there is no limit to ratings in divisions. You could be, as long as you're an amateur of any rating, then you can enter an MA2 if you so wish. The only controls that they have is there's a maximum rating for pros playing in amateur divisions, and in MA2 it's I think someone's put it in the chat there, it's 935. That applies to if you're a pro and you want to play in an amateur division. Otherwise, if you're an amateur, it doesn't matter what your rating is, you can enter whatever division you like. Which is why we sometimes, on occasion, Morgan, but not often, joke about people sandbagging. I'm just
reading that because I thought you were wrong on that, and I'm just looking it up, and you've also just been told in the chat that you're wrong. It is amateurs, 935. It's everyone, not just pros.
Link to me this thing then, someone. Send me a thing, because I'm sure that I've read that.
It's high, and it's all bloody USA based, as we've mentioned before.
Well, that's
divisions, rating, points, factors. Just while I'm looking that up, did you see the lightning hole that they had at GCO? That caused absolute havoc, because they were they had to. This is not a stick at the TDs or anyone that was working the event, because
Mm-hmm.
how are you to know, right? What's the distance? What is the distance that Lightning has to be within for you to be forced to stop the
Yeah.
tournament in its tracks for a minimum of 30 minutes? Do you know what it is?
Like how far away is it got to be? Or
Yes.
I would say a couple of Ks.
Yeah, I think, and I don't quote me on this. Yeah, okay. So Steve Lawson saying 15. I was about to say
That
5.
seems quite far.
I was about to say
15 Ks.
5, but that 15 sounds right as well. I only got told the other day. I did not know either, but
Okay.
that's something we can look up.
Well,
Points,
there we are.
factors.
Yeah, so look, I am wrong. Apologies, everyone. I am wrong. It's 9:35, and MA2 is a ratings capped division. I didn't know this. MA1 is not a ratings capped division, so you can have whatever rating you like as long as you're amateur in FA1.
Mhm.
Apparently, 15 miles is correct. So there you go. For all those who know how far a mile is. But I'm all right with it. But the being from the UK, but the 15 miles. What's that? 15 miles. It's about 3, 8, 30, 24 Ks. Yeah, 24 Ks.
24.1402.
Yeah, 24 Ks. So yeah. All right. Okay. Well, anyway, we've slightly digressed. Yeah.
That's
So
what I'm here
MA2,
for.
935. 935. MA3 is 900, which is more closer to sort of New Zealand events, which is why you might see actually MA2 not offered as a division in New Zealand. That could be a reason for not offering that not offering that division, is if you wanted to create capped divisions which you felt were perhaps more in line with New Zealand standards, you might not offer MA2 but instead offer MA1, MA3 and MA4 as a way of kind of separating that out, which might be for a way of doing it. Scott Brooker making a perfectly valid point. If you're from the UK and live in Wellington, what qualifies you as an expert on summer? I completely agree, because in the UK, as you're well aware, we get a week's worth. No, we get a week's worth of summer in the UK every year.
It's usually pretty hot too,
and it's incredibly
hot.
In fact, the heat in the UK is a right. So again, we're digressing, but humor me. In the UK, the heat is hotter. Yeah, I think I'm okay saying that. Like temperature wise, it's hotter, right? So you might get to, like, in the summer, you might get up to like 30, even occasionally like 35 degrees, right? That doesn't happen very often in New Zealand, really. You might go to Northland and you might get somewhere near a kind of 30.
You need to come to Central Otago. We get cooked like that all the time.
Okay. Well, anyway, in Wellington, we must get like a week's worth of good weather a year as well. And so there you go. Daniel Hunter saying exactly the same thing. Come to Central Otago.
Yeah, I'm already working on my tan. It's not quite there yet, but we're working on it.
Okay. So, well, look, but what you do find in the UK is it's a lot colder in the wintertime. So and the weather's awful for a lot of the time. So yeah. But hey, anyway, right, that was GCO. A couple of the players are playing in a couple of New Zealanders are playing in the Australian Disc Golf Championships this I say this weekend. It's right currently going on right now, indeed. So let's just have a look, because we can see how they're getting on. We can Mikey Yu is he's just finished his round in MP40, shot a 922. He's currently sitting tied 10th. And in MA1, in MPO, Jack Maffey is on hole 16. He's just hit a birdie on hole 15. He's currently tied 10th as well. Sergey Sanin is having a little bit of a tough time, honestly. He took a 10 on hole 1. But has kind of pulled it together in the last 6 holes at least. He's on hole 16 as well, bit of a backup, it appears. And yeah, so we're cheering those guys on as we are live.
Mikey's only 6 shots back of the lead, and I tell you right now, any course, any place, any time, 6 shots with him when he is foot flat to the floor, no one's safe. They really aren't. No one's safe.
And let's be honest, it's round 1. Okay,
Yep.
so like there's still 3 more rounds to go after this. And so yeah, I mean it's far from over. They're playing the Mundering original, Mundering World, and then the Mundering original again. So they've got a new course, and they're playing this one again in a couple of days' time. So there's so much disc golf to be played. But you do feel for Sergey taking a 10 on the first hole of a tournament is going to.
I would assume double OB or something along those lines. There is an OB in the middle of. Well, there is an OB that runs through the middle of the fairway. Maybe I don't know, 30 meters from the basket, and then there's OB left. I'm not sure about right. I didn't see the right side of the fairway in Maffey's video that I seen earlier.
Yeah. Well, very best of luck to Jack, Sergey, and Mikey in that tournament. It's in Perth, which is about 8 hours behind, so they're probably kind of in the middle of the day right now, finishing their rounds off. So you can follow them on the PDGA live site. Right, Morgan, there's no tournaments this weekend.
No, we've got the Queenstown Disc Golf Club Match Play Championships happening this weekend. I was just looking for some information on who's signed up. I probably could have just messaged Dave Keane, who's organising it and running it. That's happening at Flight Park. I will not be there. Unfortunately, I've got all my family arriving tomorrow, which I'm quite excited about.
Excellent.
For the next 8 days. I'll see if I'm that excited about having a 4-year-old running around next to me for 8 days or not in a week's time when we catch back up again.
And then you've got the Flight Club Open, which is the weekend after. That's in Dunedin. So that's not this weekend. It's the weekend after.
Yeah. Is that all that's happening in the next couple of weeks? I actually didn't look at the...
Well, we've got there's the Flight Club Open, which is not this weekend, the next weekend, and then it's Buckley. Hitting the links, Birdies at Buckley, which is a day tournament in Shannon, which is going to be the location for North Island Champs this year. So if you want to get involved in putting that together, or if you want to get some practice on the course there, I don't know if it's the same course, maybe not, then but at least it's on the same property. Then head up to Buckley Golf Club. It's in Shannon, in New Zealand, a lovely part of the world. That's being put on by NZDG.
No, so we're talking about a slight lack of disc golf. That's been not a lack of, but a little bit of a quieter period here in New Zealand. We were just talking before the show. But we were just talking before the show about a certain individual that we noticed on the PDGA page today shooting a world record back in 2024. Mr.
Sam Barfield, his name is. We're going to put it on screen now.
Yeah, let's bring it up, because
I don't know if just before you do. Oh, you've done it. Okay.
Too late.
172 events. That's crazy.
Yeah, in a single calendar year. We sort of scrolled through these before.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are one round flex starts, and there's multiple of them on the same day. Yeah. So we didn't go through all of them. Some of them might be on the same course. Some of them might be really local to each other. But, he got upwards of 4 events in a day on some of those dates, which is, for a gentleman that's playing in the MA70 division, just getting that many rounds in, even individual rounds, is out the game. Super impressive. So,
I hope in what year will I be 70? I hope in 2053 I'm capable of doing 172 events in a year.
Yeah.
I mean that's crazy. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm capable of that right now. That's absolutely out the gate.
Yeah.
It sort of got me thinking, because I mentioned, I was like, I don't think most people in New Zealand have even racked up 100 ever. And I was thinking, how many have you got nowadays?
Me, I've got very little, like 20, something like that.
20. Chat, can we hear from you guys? How many PDGA tournaments have you competed in ever?
Yeah,
And
22.
some of you, it's going to be quite a few.
I'm on 22.
22. Yeah. Tom, I know they can't hear you, but do you know how many you've had?
Oh, I tell you someone who does play a lot of tournaments, and that's Debbie Mills. She plays a lot of tournaments, so I'm just going to see if
she does.
I can find her stats. So she this year has played 20 events this year, 49 in total. Steve Lawson 19. That seems low, Steve. I'm surprised by that. I thought it'd be more than that. But yeah, who do you think in New Zealand is leading the way? Do you know? Is there a way to tell?
Simon.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Simon Feasy. Yeah. There will be. It'll be reaching out to get. I'm at 98 events. 100's going to be Roxborough, which is kind of cool. 99 for Sweet Chain Nation to finish this year out, then 100 to start the year next year. So that's pretty cool.
Mark Tebbett 77, Matthew Rance 33. Wow.
Tibbs, I'm not surprised by that. And I tell you what, he's been playing on this tournament scene, I think, for probably half the amount of time I have. So he is out there doing it.
Yeah. Simon is on 154, which is rookie numbers considering he's been playing since 1974. And this guy's racked up like more events in a year. Which is crazy. So yeah.
Tibbs has only been going on PDJ since 2020.
Well, there we are. So
he's smashing it.
Doing very well. If you want to play more events, there's a really good event coming up, Morgan. That's coming up around
more than one event.
You've already touched on it. And that is Sweet Chain Nation. Is coming to a course near you. So we've got the events. They're up on the screen now. You've got Queenstown, Wellington, Westport, Christchurch, Taupo, Invercargill, Auckland, and Timaru. As you can see, most of them have still got spaces left. So we're up to 283 registrations so far. We need about another 15 or so to get us over the record, which we're confident of doing. But
we need you to join us.
I'm going to call out a few places. Wellington, you need to pull your socks up, honestly. If you've not entered and you're listening and you're in Wellington, then sort yourself out. Get yourself into the Wellington event. We've got plenty of spaces left, and it's only $20, and you get to play on a new course, and part of the entry fee goes to helping put that course into the ground. There's so much stuff. So many good reasons to get involved. Westport have done a great job straight out of the gate. So many people involved, and also with Westport, they've got there's loads of kids involved playing in the Westport event. Morgan, I don't know if you've seen this. 26 players in the junior divisions. 26 players in the juniors, which is insane. Down in Queenstown, you're running the Queenstown event, and it's you're down at Flight Park.
$5 and there's 17 spots left. Queenstown, if you're listening right now, don't mess around. Get in there now. I said this to you guys in the group chat the other day. Boom, 10 spots disappeared instantly. So if I put it back in that group chat one more time, don't expect those spots to stick around. Let's go.
Christchurch, again, only $5. Jelly Park is your hosting tournament. So I mean, it's going to be it's a great little park, that one, and honestly, it's a bit of a birdie fest. So get yourself down to Jelly Park if you're in the Christchurch area. Just $5 to enter. Taupo approaching sign. What is it? Sellout. They've only got 6 spots left around at Spa Park. So get yourself into this. It's being played in the afternoon of Saturday, December the 13th. So they start theirs at 1:00 and then goes into the evening. In Invercargill, there's still some details to be worked out here because Queen's Park isn't open currently,
but it is
happening. And the team down there, Robbie Gill,
Bray Marston, etc., and everyone else behind the
scenes. They're working feverishly to make sure that there's that they're getting involved, and they're going to be putting a tournament on for you. It's just $15. That includes lunch down in Invercargill. You can't get lunch for $15, let alone a round of disc golf as well. That's mental.
I can't cook myself lunch for 15 bucks.
Heading up to Auckland. Auckland is doing something slightly different. They're doing the ratings-based divisions, so you're the gold, blue, white, red, etc. And that's down at the Orchard that Mike Foley's organising.
Awesome.
Again, $25 entry. There's a barbecue lunch that's being put on, which which looks like a lot of fun, and also you get to play on the Orchard golf course, which is obviously going to be the host of the New Zealand Disc Golf Open in the new year. And finally, the Timaru edition. They've got 27 players, $15 to enter, and so if you're in that area, they've got an event for you. 2 rounds of West End Park 9-hole, so it's a nice little tight 9-hole course for you to get your teeth into. Get to play that a couple of times. Of course, everybody who enters gets to be part of history and gets to be part of one of the people who got to play the Sweet Chain Nation, which we're aiming to be the busiest disc golf day in New Zealand history, where more people will play sanctioned disc golf in the same day than any other time. Chris Woodhouse asks, I can only do the afternoon, Matt, but we'll be there. Lovely stuff, Chris. That's excellent to hear.
Yeah. Steve Lawson also chipping in and going 390 is his call for Sweet Chain Nation. 390
well,
players.
look,
I'll take that.
390 would be absolutely fantastic. Christchurch, I think, has got some way to go. Wellington has got some way to go. Auckland's got capacity, and Invercargill is probably where the gains are to be made. So we'll have to see where that number ends up. 390 would be fantastic. Love to get to 400 though, eh, Steve? We'll see if we can see if we can get that as high as we can. Now, what else are we going to? Where are we going to now? Morgan,
oh yes,
it's Christmas.
Ho ho ho!
Ho ho ho! Indeed, it is Christmas in 35 days. Has this snuck up on you as much as it snuck up on me?
Again, I think I'm going to realize pretty quickly when my nephew arrives tomorrow how quickly Christmas is going to come around.
I have to say, even considering that I've got a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old. The 1-year-old doesn't count because he doesn't know what's going on, but like the 5-year-old, very much aware of what Christmas is. Like, it's really snuck up on me, and I'm kind of going, okay, yeah, 35 days. We ought to do some stuff. So that's 5 weeks time. I've got to get like the tree out.
Do you do the tree? There you go. That was my question. Do you do the tree? All of that.
Well, we do.
Like how many days until the tree goes up?
Tree.
Like 11.
You never put your tree up before. Never put your tree up before the 1st of December. That's just silly.
Yeah, so another 11, 12
So you've got at least 10 or 11 days before you got to put your tree up. So I don't want to see any pictures on Facegram about like people putting their trees up. Nah, don't have anything of it. But it does mean that I've got to go up into the attic and get all of the decorations and all of that kind of bump down, and then make space for it, and then make sure that the cat and my son don't climb the tree probably at the same time or at all. And that's going to be that. So I mean, but anyway, part of Christmas is Santa Claus. So do you know all about Santa Claus, Morgan? Jolly old chap, comes around once a year, and this year we're doing a secret Santa. So which we've done the last couple of years, but we've gone a little bit more upmarket now with the old secret Santa. So if you want to get involved,
it's not just a spreadsheet that you and I have to deal with and get slightly confused.
That's right. That's right. It's not me relying on Excel's random number generator. It's an actual thing. We're using something called Elfster. I'm sure producer Tom will put the link into the chat presently. And if you want to get involved, that's the link to sign up with. We've got about 30 odd people signed up so far. When you go in, it won't ask you for your address, okay? But it's important that you go into the website, into your account, and you fill your address in. Because if you don't, then the person who gets you won't know where to send your gift to. And that.
And then you'll get a DM asking for your
That's
address.
right.
Which defeats the purpose.
Probably Tom. And that, well, we'll try and make it so that it works. But I mean, yeah. So fill out your address details on the account on Elfster, even if you've already clicked the button to sign up. Go back in, just fill your address in, because it'll make things a lot easier come December the 3rd, which is in 2 weeks' time, which is when we'll be doing the draw. Okay. So if you want to get involved, Morgan, you're in, I'm in. And so yeah, we'll make somebody's Christmas. Now, if you're sat there going, oh, I don't know what it's about, what happens is you sign up, and then on December the 3rd, you'll get an email with details of who your Secret Santa is, and then you've got until the time it takes to get them a gift. In December, you probably want to get it posted before about the 18th, I would have said. You've got that amount of time to get them their gift. Now, the gift can be anything you like. We encourage you to be as generous as you can afford, but the only minimum is 1 premium plastic disc. Okay.
I think we encourage you to have a bit of fun with it.
Premium plastic. Absolutely. Do some research. Be a bit of a Magnum PI. Get on their Facebook and Instagram, whatever, and look at what they're into, other hobbies they might have, friends and family that might that might appreciate a certain type of lollipop or whatever, and go crazy. I mean, you're not limited to just one brand new premium plastic disc. Obviously, you are encouraged to give as much as you can afford and spread some Christmas love.
Yeah, something that I really enjoyed about mine last year was the clues hidden within the gifts that came in the package.
Yeah, that's great.
For me to try and track back and figure out who it is that sent me my package.
That's
still didn't, because I'm useless. If I got locked in one of those escape rooms, I'd be dead.
All right. Never take you there then.
So yeah, no Magnum PI over here. So yeah. But I enjoyed it nonetheless, and I think that's a great thing to do.
So get involved. Secret Santa, if you're not in yet, then do it. We've got quite a few people, and also there's a Facebook group for you to be able to share all of your pictures of your gifts when they arrive, and you can do some. We had some live. You did a live unboxing last year, I think, Morgan, didn't you? That was fun.
Yeah.
And so that's it. You'll get all the details through in your email, and it will be completely random. You can spend as much as you like. You're encouraged to spend as much as you can afford. And so anyway, right. So that's Secret Santa. The link is in the chat, so get involved. Right, let's play some Disc Duel.
Disc Duel, let's go.
Right, we've done this for a week.
What do you want? What do you want right out the gate?
Okay, well, I'm going to start with. May I start?
I was about to say yes. I do have a good reason for starting, but you start.
No, what's your reason? Because it might trump mine.
I went and spent a silly amount of money at the golf warehouse shop the other day, but in turn, I did get 2 of them to go to the Small Planet and buy 2 Mako 3s, and now they have started playing disc golf.
It's got to be Mako 3.
That's way better than my reason.
There. Go on then. Mako 3, lock it in. Butler, it might be Beast, but we'll know whether the manufacturer's correct on this one. It could be a Beast, because the Butler keeps banging on about it every week. Should we just go? Should we just go Beast? I mean, it is Innova and it is faster than a 5-speed, so it checks out for the minute.
Send it.
There it is. It's still faster than a Beast and more stable than a Beast. And Innova Destroyer. Okay, is that more stable and faster?
You go. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say you go.
Oh,
there's a lot of things.
There we go. So it's the right numbers, -1 free, but it's a speed 11. What's the Innova speed 11 in that?
Oh,
a Wraith.
It's not Mysteria. It could be a Wraith. There's a Wraith 11 or a 10. Try Wraith.
Come on, chat. Ben Morrison Wraith. Saying Wraith. There it is. Very good. Very good. That was an easy one, that one.
Well done, team.
Well, it was an easy one because we got Mako free. Well, honestly, it would have been.
I was going to say only because I got you off the start with Innova. But yeah, that was it was nice to get 2 brand new players that had never heard of disc golf out on the course this week. So yeah, it's always a nice thing
Fantastic
to see and do.
Now, the Disc Golf Valley code has been on the screen, but it has been partially hidden for much of today, so you may not have seen it. But we do have someone who has played. Kelvin. Kelvin goes heads up against producer Tom and spanks him by 5 shots with an eagle on the final hole. So well done to Kelvin. Right, now let's have a look at power rankings. Now, so here's the first bit of news is that Sarah Wadsworth, new entry in at 5.
Here we go.
Congratulations to Sarah. In some elsewhere, Hayley Flintoff drops 1 spot to 3rd. Nicola Stout's down 2 to 7, and Echo Lee is down 2 to 9. And Hayley Rance is up 16 to 25. So well done to Hayley there as well. So yeah, Alison solidifies her spot in first place. It's kind of the first time that she's not been flip-flopping around. So could this be the time that Alison just holds on to first place for the next, I don't know, 20 years or whatever? But we'll see. Actually,
only time will tell.
Sarah Wadsworth probably has something to say about that in good time. So yeah, we'll see how they go. Over into the men's division, and Daniel Hunter is up 5 spots to 5, and Jamie Hunter is up 26 spots to 10th. The Hunter brothers, the big winners this week because of their performances. Duane Fisher is up 11 to 23. So well done to him. Simon Feasy, despite taking out the win, is down 3 spots to 8th. That will be down to how his overall rating was in comparison to everybody else, if that makes sense. Just to give you an idea, he played the same, I believe they played the same course, MP40, played the same course as MPO. If he was playing in MPO, he would have come 6th. So that's how that kind of evens itself out, if you know what I mean. And I think MA1 were playing in the same layout as well.
Same course.
Yeah, obviously Duane finishes on the same score. So yeah. Anyway, so that's that.
Just a quick update from the Australian Open. Jack Maffey, 1 hole to go. He's in 10th place at 5 over. Sergey, 12 over, 1 to go. And then we head over to MP40. That was your MPO division. And we've got Mikey Yu finishes at 8 over for the day. Sitting in 9th place, so moved up 1 place since we last checked.
Well, very best of luck to all those guys this for the rest of their tournament. We'll have the results of that in next week's show, where we'll also be previewing the Flight Club Open down in Dunedin, and giving you all of the tips and latest news there. Don't forget, Secret Santa the link is in the chat. Get involved with Sweet Chain Nation. And wherever you're playing disc golf, take it easy, play well, get some birdies, and we'll see you next week. Cheers.